stars when we are happy where we are? Why do we need to touch the stars when we are happy where we are? Why do we need to touch the stars when we are happy where we are? Why do we need to touch the stars when we are happy where we are?
Good morning, it's Roz here. I had to do just a quick flip round because I actually had the Be Live, like it did a little funny thing because I pressed one button too quick and I had to reset. So I was very lucky that I'm here on time and I have remembered to unmute. So that's good. It was a funny thing. I did a couple of recordings yesterday with the mute button on the whole thing. I've got to redo today. So there you go. That's what life can be sometimes, just the press of a button and things change. Definitely. Good morning, Karen. How are you? You're over here on the mytimetv.live page, and so are you, Kathy. Lovely to see you here. We have Kylie here this morning saying good morning with that beautiful frangipani flower. We do have Karen saying, oh, that's those little emoji thingies. Love them. Those don't come up as, I think they come up as that in the recording. So Tonya, good morning to you. Is that a sunset or a sunrise? That's a beautiful photo you've got there. And we've got Sarah with us this morning as well. I just want to acknowledge that I've got Anne Heather Gent over there on my Boundy page. Now, remember, I do have this cross-posted, so I'll show up live on the Boundy page on the I'm sourcing it from mytimetv.live, so that's where and how I'm seeing these comments and putting them on the screen. The Hypnosis Plus with Roz page and the live video hub. So there's 3 that are being cross-posted. So if you'd like to have your name and your lovely good morning shown on the screen, this is on the mytimetv.live link that is above in the comments and on the YouTube channel. I am simulcasting there. So if you're over on the YouTube channel, I can show you comments on screen like that as well. But it doesn't mean to say you have to be on the MyTimeTV or the YouTube channel. You can watch wherever it shows up, and thank you for being here. Now, a gentle reminder that this is a general card spread reading that I do every morning. So, I've got Siri. I've got Siri doing some things in the background on the iPhone. I think she's waiting for me to stop so she can do a search. So I'm just going to gently turn that off, put it on silent, and hopefully she doesn't pop up again. Funny things we have with our technology. Good morning to you too, Maddie. Now I'll switch it round so that we can get to the card reading. I shall drop my streamer, which is just showing where you can find further information and book with me. Now, the cards we've got, I found this really interesting this morning as I'm laying them out on the table. Because, whoops, I nearly took the whole tablecloth with me then. If you can see here, I've got the 2 decks of the Lenormand, right? Hi, Diane. You're over on my Boundy page. Wonderful to see you there. Certainly I'm well, almost too lively at the moment. It seems a bit chaotic. But with this one, we've got as you can see here, it says expanded edition, and we've got it's just the plain one. This is the regular deck of 36 cards. So this is a straight Lenormand deck without any extras, and this has the extras, right? And what I found really interesting as I was laying the cards out, there's only one of these cards that is from the regular deck. The rest are, see, and it's the top one, the choices one. That's actually from the same in both decks, the regular deck. This is the extra bird card that's in the expanded edition. So we've actually got extra energy and extra feel of the messages for today. So I found that actually quite intriguing. So what we've got, we've got Fiona has popped in as well. Good morning to you, and all in 11 messages. Oh, wow. Is there? Yeah. Well, there's 16 watchings, what I'm getting up the top, which is great. And, so thank you for that info. I don't always see what's in the background. And Shaz, good morning. You have you in your ears as you plant. You're planting your petunias you've gone around to. Oh, I'd love to see a photo of that once you're done. So that's great, because Shaz has a beautiful garden, everyone. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing too. I've noticed there's a couple of shares. It's great. So I'll get on with the reading though, because I found that it was exciting to see the 4 that are from the expanded. It just felt there was just that extra something special in the day today as I spread these out. In the workspace, we've got the labyrinth. In the home space, we've got masks. Up here in the unexpected is the choices card, or pathways. In this deck, it's called choices. What we've got here in your role is a magnifying glass, and in the center we've got the birds, but the expanded edition birds being the owls. So that's in the outcome. So I just felt it really fantastic, like the journeys that we're on in our lives now, and to have it open with the labyrinth in our workspace. I was just so excited to see that, because I love this card purely because as a child and still as an adult, the little puzzles that we used to have in the advertiser, the Sunday Mail, the possums puzzles and things like that. We'd sometimes have the mazes. I loved this type of game. So it reminds me and takes me back to that type of exploration, and bugger, got to the dead end. I still haven't found my path, but you'd go back, start again, and you'd end up finding the pathway. And it was just such a feeling of exploring as I was doing that, even though it was just a picture on a piece of paper and a pencil, and I'd have to use a rubber if I got it wrong. It was just such a discovery thing. It was it was the excitement. You can tell even now it's the excitement. What in my work now is going to be that further excitement, that further adventure of discovery. And I'm feeling the same for you, to put your mind into that space and place where you can actually see a pattern possibly, but also having those different areas that you can discover, the different pathways that crop up. Have that little adventure, and sometimes a road trip that goes sideways and detours you, but you still get back to that destination. And in this one, I do feel that the center is the destination. In other things, there is not a destination, it's the process, especially the labyrinths of what meditation is, and how that takes us to just a journey into our space and place where we're walking that pathway in a true labyrinth for that purpose. I have done a few of those, and it's really a wonderful experience as well. Just that contemplation as walking and being mindful, and just the adventures. But this one in the workspace, I think it's just bringing up new options, new ideas, new things to discover. Love it. And it's a beautiful card. We've got in the masks, a mask. I mean, it's a multifaceted mask. So it's not just what you see on the front. It's if you turn around, you're going to get a different view, a different perspective. And I'm feeling that for our home space, that's what it's going to be. And also to remove what mask we're using in front of those we love. It could be that it's indicating, look, you need to open up and actually become vulnerable and get into that nitty-gritty with those that are close to you and that you love, that love you, and bring that shining light from above into that. Not to expose completely, but certainly to bring the shining light on relationships in your home space. I am feeling it's more to do with the relationship side of home rather than the physical home aspect, because it's just that with the card there of the owls, that it brings in that wisdom aspect, that wise feature, that wise outcome. I mean, this is the outcome card, but it's in that row, so it does make some influence on the cards either side. Good morning, Sue. How are you over on the Boundy page? So, don't be frightened of it. I know sometimes when we feel in that vulnerable position that we want to put our mask back on, but there is time and space that we do need to reveal the who we are to those that are closest to us, just to, I suppose, for our own lesson as well. And, there are times when what we are actually expecting, what we've built up as our expectation, when it actually comes to the fact of revealing, being vulnerable, it can sometimes prove, oh, that wasn't what it was at all. It didn't happen that way. That sort of build up can be not. It's only a fabrication, not a fact. So test it out, see what you get. Be vulnerable. And it does include, the unexpected through our day. It is going to include some choices. That's going to be a one or another. It's certainly not going to give us a similar choice. I feel it's going to be like day and night in that choice that you get there. And, oh, hi, Alex. Yeah, it is interesting. I was thrilled when I saw this layout of the cards. And mainly because these are the expanded section of the card deck that I'm using, as I mentioned earlier. So, yes, the choices are going to be a day and night type choice that's going to pop in your day unexpectedly. And when you do actually have that reveal itself, you be aware that there's potential for that sort of unexpected thing to happen. There are things that in our day that we're going to need to use the magnifying glass to look more closely at. So whether it is what we're looking at that reveals in our pathway along that labyrinth, or whether it is looking more closely at something that is being revealed in that relationship that's popping up. And wonderful, we've got, the row of hearts is beautiful. Thank you, Fiona. And to you, Sue. Yes, you've popped over to the My Time TV. That's a good one. Yes, you are. So that's what we mean when we say come into the mytimetv.live. It's mainly for the purpose of seeing your comments and putting them on stream, because not everyone who uses this format will be monitoring another page on a different, window. I only have a Mac, and it's the one screen. It's big enough that I can put two windows side by side, is why I can see what is on the Ros Boundy page. Others might not. Just a little mini explanation there. And here we've got the birds and the bird card. This one is that second one out of the expanded. It's the owls, and it certainly gives that level of deeper wisdom in our communication, because that really is, birds are more about communication and talking with each other, and actually getting to the nitty gritty more so with the owls. And I think that's certainly reinforced is the word I was trying to find. It's certainly reinforced by having the magnifying glass as our role in it. So we are needing to actually put more of our thinking, feeling, and being in that wise mode today, so that by the end of the day, we can actually feel and know that what we've done is our best to bring out the wisdom in what we're doing and who we're interacting with and helping others, that it's not just chatter, banter, gossip, and all that sort of light stuff, that we are actually being more in depth and deeper and seeing the finer detail of what is around and about us today. And having fun doing that, though, because I feel, fun, I mean, it is in our own making, and it's in our interest to actually have fun with life. It keeps the excitement alive. It keeps us moving forward and into the next step and the next stage, because it's something that we're happy doing. I love ours too, Sue, because they're actually my totem, one of my totems, owls and dolphins. So, it's why I have, wrong side, it's why I've got little owl there in the background as well. So wonderful energy around the cards today. So I'm really feeling for each of you as you're looking at them, if you're looking at the replay again, just to fine-tune what messages you're receiving from them. Now that I've shared what my understanding and reading is of this spread, do go back and have a look at even just the photo that's on my profile page, just to see where your eye is going and what your understanding of this set of cards, this spread, is meaning for you. Because each and every one of us as the individuals, it's only us that knows what our specific situation and circumstances are and understands it best. So use the cards for your benefit to grow and edify your understanding of what your journey is. Labyrinth, the magnifying glass and all that's involved in that. Thank you for being here. I just love doing these cards and sharing it with you. Certainly to let others know if you feel that it'll benefit them in giving them a bit more clarity and guidance around their day. Certainly share it around on your pages or groups or wherever, so that we can have that wonderful, it does feel like a little bit of a family growing in this respect of how it's a growing, expanding. And it's just that feeling of each and every one of us has something we know that we can share with others. So for yourselves even. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's lovely. I love these little emojis. Aren't they gorgeous? Anyway, I shouldn't act too childish, but anyway, I do love them. Thank you. Tomorrow I'll be here again at the 8 o'clock, of course. I haven't got anything prepared for the promo because I don't feel that I just don't want to do that every morning. I do certainly have the Wednesday night card reading, still a card reading course, An Intuitive Way. It's somewhere. Just look at some of the other past ones and there's links there. Otherwise, go to the Hypnosis Plus with Roz. I can just put that back up on the screen just as a reminder. And of course, my Roz Boundy page, that's linked to the shop as well. So it's lovely to be here, and I'll be here again tomorrow morning. Just keep being the best person that you can be, and we'll see you then. Namaste. Oh, more little owls. I've got to show them. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let your child within play. Oh, sometimes I'll let her loose too often. I better go. See you tomorrow.